Are salespeople key to a successful business? You know, this is a really common question that I get from sales managers and salespeople. I'm Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento, California on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about how salespeople are a key to a successful business. Now, you know, when it comes down to it and you take a look at everything involved in a business, you have people who work in a phone center, who are an accountant, who are management, and then, you know, there's a whole bunch of other functions and other people in business, but there's also salespeople. So one of the things that I want people to remember is all those other jobs, all those other functions are absolutely needed. But what is key is the person who moves the business forward, is the person who makes the sales and makes the deal and pays for all the other people inside of the building or inside of the company. So I'll say it's twofold. Yes, salespeople are a key to a successful business, and all those other elements on the inside of the building are needed. And what you need to know is if you don't have successful salespeople, then you don't have a successful business. Now, sometimes I'll get called to go work for a company and they will have the machine built around on the inside where they've got the management, the accountant, you know, the marketing people, but what they don't have is the fuel needed to make the business go, and that is the salespeople. And, you know, if you are a great salesperson and you're a closer, you got to know that you're not a commodity. I've got plenty of videos on here about how 64% of the sales population shouldn't even be in sales, so that leaves 36% of the sales population that should. And what you need to know about that is really good salespeople are hard to find. Really good closers are hard to find. Really good performers are hard to find. And, you know, you do have to know that in certain circumstances, it's not fair to a manager or business owner, but they don't want to hear this, that you may have to treat a salesperson really good to get them to come on board. And you may have to make some promises that you don't like. And sometimes this comes down to you don't like the way that salespeople get paid if you're a business manager or business owner. But here's the thing. A top sales performer is worth their weight in leads, and you need to know what that means. A weak salesperson in a lot of the industries I work in will close about 30%. That's about historical averages, 27 to 30%. A top sales performer is going to do the work of two people and close at 60%. So for every lead that they run, they're going to bring back more money. A top sales performer is going to bring back more money, more revenue per lead than somebody who is weak. And so, you know, I have this conversation with managers a lot. They're like, I really don't want to pay my sales guy that much. And I go, well, look, if you don't want to pay your sales guy that much, you're going to pay for it in the amount of lead acquisition. And then normally this conversation goes down to saying, hey, look, if you got a top performer, you're probably going to have to pay him more, and you're not going to like it, and you're probably going to say it's unfair, but let's do the math. Let's run the numbers. And then they take a look at it and say, hey, I'm going to ask, are top salespeople key to a successful business? And then they start looking at it and they say yes. So this is the reason why if you are in sales, you want to be a closer or you want to be a performer, you want to make sure that you're able to get deals and you're able to get stuff done, because then you can just look at any company you want and go, hey, look, you know what? Give me a lead, I'll close it. Right? The top salespeople know that they can close any type of sale. They're just, give me a lead, I'll close it. No big deal. Give me a lead, I'll close it. Right? So top salespeople are a key to a successful business with a well-built inside sales office, sales staff, you know, management, accounting. And here's the thing, you know, and I see this happen where, you know, a company may have a top sales team, but things fall apart on delivery. It ruins the morale of the salespeople. So they're symbiotic. There's two things you got to know. Having a top salesperson or sales team is key to a successful business, but in order to make that work, you do have to have the inside of the business running properly to be the fuel. So there you go. They are a key. They do make it happen. There are some other inside functions that have to happen as well. But the thing is, if you really want to make it work, a top salesperson is key to a top sales business because of the cost of lead acquisition and what it takes to close a deal. Now, if you could do a small favor for me in the box down below, you can leave a comment, question, or story. That would be fantastic. To the right, to the left, there is a subscribe button. You know what you got to do. You got to subscribe. And then last off, you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Why not even LinkedIn? Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.